All right. On today's episode, I welcome on a very special guest. He is Will Lobor. He's a junior forward and guard for Hill Crest Prep boys basketball team. Will, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing really well, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
I'm very grateful to be on your podcast as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, Will, basketball season has come to an end. You are currently in the off season. How's the off season going? What are you up to?
Right now, I've just been working out a lot. I had a slight hamstring injury, so right now I'm kind of laid back off on AAU right now and just focused on the gym, getting better, getting stronger, and also focusing a little bit on my academics to finish out the year strong.
Nice. That's great. How is school going? You're doing it online, right?
Correct. I'm finishing my online courses right now. Taking some extra classes, just getting right both on and off the court.
That's great. I know. I see the Get Right shirt. Obviously, you must work out with our guy here in Rhode Island, Corey, right?
Shout out Corey, man. I knew Corey since middle school. We haven't been too much in touch, but every time we talk, it's love. So shout out to him.
That's great. That's awesome. And then, so you're taking a break from the AAU season. I mean, so are you just trying to look to strengthen the leg? Are you working on what are you trying to focus on during your craft?
This decision kind of came out like after the season when I got a little hamstring pull. So I decided I just need to strengthen that a little more. And then also just focusing more in the off season on just getting better. I want to come back my senior year, more of a dog, just overall better. So that's what I'm kind of focusing on right now, more just kind of being under the radar.
That's great. That's awesome that you're doing that and trying to focus on increasing your game and getting better overall. I mean, this past season you played with Hill Crest Prep. I mean, it's out in Arizona. And, what has your time been with Hill Crest? What's it like to play basketball at West?
It was a big adjustment going from East Coast to West Coast, but it was a great experience. Ever since I touched down over there, big weather change. That's a good thing. Good weather all the time. Just playing against high major Division I guys in practice all the time. Playing against some of the best players in the country and on national schedule. It was a very big change, and I think I adapted pretty well. Just being battle tested every single day, and I didn't have too much of a big role this year because there's a lot of senior guys, but it was fun and we battled and we played really well against some pretty good teams.
That's awesome. So I know you're from Maine originally, and you played
Correct.
basketball originally out here on the East Coast. I mean, what's the weather change going out all the way down to Arizona? Like how hot it is out there and everything.
When I was out in the fall and winter, it was pretty good. It was like 80s, 70s, so it wasn't too hot. I think right now it's probably scorching.
Oh God, yeah, it's scary how hot it gets out there. It's like over hundreds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what's it like too for yourself? I mean, you mentioned there's Division I guys that you have on your team, as well as there's guys that you're competing against every night. I mean, how much better has that made you so far as a player to see that just in practice and to see outside of practice?
Yeah, basically like I played against every night. My teammates we compete every single day. That's where our coach really makes us get after. We compete a lot. We do a lot of playing, do a lot of team stuff. But just every day we just battle test each other, get better. Because our coach always says like in the game that's what's really gonna happen. We have to battle. So we just play against those top guys. Like my teammate Kamari Lands, who's going to Louisville next year, play one of our better guys. Playing against him a lot. He's a good offensive player. He made my game better on defense. Just always trying to pick his game at that high level because I know that's where he's going to go next year, and that's where I'm trying to go. So playing against guys like that really made me better.
That's great. And I mean, when you get out there too, as well, like you meet new teammates, how do you gel with those guys? How does that work out?
We all have something in common. We're there for a reason. So I think that's how we kind of gel. We just go in there and compete and like communicate and play, to be honest. Just go out there and play.
That's great. And then what's the style of play like? Is it different from here on the East Coast? I mean, you said you play nationally, so is it different from here on the East Coast to what it is on the West Coast as well as nationally?
Yeah, I think the West Coast is a little bit more slowed down. I think the East Coast is more like faster pace. West Coast for sure has a lot of skilled people. No doubt. East Coast has for sure skilled people. I think East Coast is still better regardless, but West Coast has some tough guys, but it wasn't too much of a change adjusting to the game style over there. If you're a dog, you're a dog. You play anywhere.
I love that. That's great. And
Yeah.
I mean, as well too, is there a game that really stands out to you that's your favorite game?
Repeat that again.
What's been your favorite game this past like season?
Oh, okay. It was definitely for sure when we went to the overtime arena. We played overtime elite at their place.
Wow.
It was an experience. The atmosphere was crazy. Those celebrities watching our game. It was crazy. The overtime elite game. That was the best game I played in my life.
That's crazy. Where is Overtime Elite? Is it in New York or is it in Arizona? I mean, in
That's
California or something.
It was in Atlanta.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's in
what's?
Atlanta.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right downtown Atlanta. Crazy atmosphere. They just built that gym. So when we heard we were gonna go over there, our whole team was psyched. We didn't really come out how we wanted to, but it was a good experience to have some pros in that league. So it was good playing against some of those guys for sure.
That's really cool. And what's it like to have those celebrities watch you play basketball?
It's a whole different experience, man. But can't change my game. But it was cool for sure. At first, I think our whole team was kind of shocked, like just being in that atmosphere and playing. We came out kind of slow, but just being in that arena facility and playing against those type of guys is definitely good for us. So that was probably why it was one of my favorite games.
That's cool. That's an awesome experience. I'm sure there was some great like to be a part of that, and I'm sure there was a lot of college coaches in the stands as well too.
Yep.
That's cool. And now your game itself, I mean, you almost play just about every position. It looks like on the court. You play forward. You could play shooting guard. You could play point guard. I mean, how's experience? What has been your experience to play all those positions?
Um, it kind of started off when I was young. I've always been kind of tall, like one of the taller guys. So um, I started off at the post, but as I got older and played at a better level, I seen guys bigger than me and stuff. So I decided I had to put the ball on the floor more and everything. But I still kept the back to the basket type game with the guard skills. So also in all my workouts, like ever since I was in middle school, I just been working on inside and out game and all that. So it's been pretty cool being versatile and being listed at my height, being able to do some of the stuff I could do.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, as well too, you as a player, like you play the, I mean, you can play the guard position, but you have great court vision. How did your court vision grow over the years? Like, how were you able to like you could see things better, like really well? Like, how that all happen?
Uh, I think watching LeBron, my favorite player. So just watching a lot of film on LeBron, watching a lot of film on Magic Johnson, the bigger guards. So I think that's how I kind of saw that film and kind of translated to my game at an earlier age, just having a good feel for the game. So that's how I feel like I got it.
That's really cool. I mean, are you a Lakers fan now?
Wherever he goes, I go.
Okay, I gotcha. So, but being able to watch film on those guys, you know, LeBron and Magic, they almost like the type of players, very versatile guys, can play everything. What's some of the other things that you learned to like, you know, run the fast break or be able to make like a certain pass? Like, what's some of the things that you learned from just watching those guys?
Being able to contribute a game without scoring the basketball. I feel like if I'm having a really off game, not being able to score the basketball, I know I could create for my teammates. I can create for my teammates. I could also rebound. I'll set great off ball screens. Whatever the team needs me to win, I could do different things on the court that's very, very, very productive.
That's great. And now, when you run the fast break, are you doing anything like Showtime or anything?
I might catch a little dunk, nothing crazy. I don't got too much. I can do something.
I love it. And then, is there anything that like players when they see like watch you play, there's anything that people overlook about you as like a player or like something they should know about you?
I feel like players respect my game, but I feel like one thing that I feel like I could really create for others at a good level. Like I think people kind of overlook that sometimes. I think people know me for being able to like being physical down at the rim, being physical in the paint, banging with other people, and being also like being able to stretch the floor. But I think people overlook that I'm able to create for others and be like a bigger guard.
That's yeah. I mean, that's great. You can do that. And I know, and you had mentioned that you have watched LeBron and Magic. I mean, how
Mhm.
did that all start? Just to have that court, like to watch those guys and really expand and be able to create for your teammates.
That was just um, yeah. I watched LeBron growing up, so heard a lot of his interviews, heard a lot of reporters talk to him, and the feedback he got and what he would apply to the game. So I kind of took that in and soaked that in. Used to watch old Magic film, and I liked the way he played, just flashiness and just him being so fundamental sound while having style with that. So that's what I kind of took in, and I just feel like I have a little bit of that flair in my game, but I can also add more. That's the scary part about it.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you're still growing as a player overall,
You know?
but it's crazy that, I mean, you have the scoring ability, but it's like, and with the height being, I think, what are you, 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, 6'7", 6'8".
Yes, with on top of being able to see the court vision, how that vision like makes you like such like a threat just to be the versatile player that you are.
Yep,
That's crazy. Well, I mean, basketball is going to be such a bright thing for you going down the line for sure.
for sure.
That's great. And now for yourself too, you're getting some Division 1 looks. What's it been like the experience, like just that experience?
It's been pretty good. My sophomore year, I garnered pretty good amount of offers, and then this year, been talking to a lot of schools recently as well. So it's been pretty crazy, but it's kind of overwhelming sometimes. But I'm just appreciative. I'm blessed to be, I'm blessed to be in that position. So what I'm saying, got to keep working harder though.
That's
Always.
great. Well, yeah, I know. I love the attitude and congratulations on getting the Division 1 offers.
I appreciate
Uh,
you.
of course, man. I mean, it's great for yourself, and nothing's better than working so hard and getting to where you want to be with that. And I'm sure basketball's gonna be your future for a while. So, um, where did the passion for basketball come from?
My older brothers, I think my older brothers, they put the basketball in my hand when I was like fifth grade, sixth grade, and I just fell in love ever since then. I used to watch them play all the time. We used to play at the park. That's playing against older kids all the time. That's where I really developed the love for basketball. Because I first started off with soccer first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started off with soccer first throughout like younger kids, like elementary school. And then after I started loving basketball after a while, that became my favorite sport.
That's great. Who wins the most games out of you and your brothers?
Uh, them for sure when I was younger, but now it's a battle.
So when you guys all get together, is it like, do you guys play horse or is it like one-on-one tournaments? How's it work out?
Strictly 1-on-1.
I love it.
When I
That's
we play too physical.
I love it. That's great. That's awesome. The sibling rivalry and everything.
Yep.
And now one last basketball question. Where can we find Hill Crest Prep's basketball games if we want to watch them next year when they come out?
So there'll be different tournaments we play in that will have different live streams for sure. But I think if you just keep posted on their social media, they'll give out that information. So whenever we have a tournament, so just
That's
stay
great.
tuned.
That's great. Yeah, I have to check it out for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely would love to catch you at a game. I saw you at the All About the Buckets tournament and um, All-Star game, and that was great. What was it like to be a participant in that?
it was very cool. Played against some of the kids I know, like playing against some of those kids in AAU, like in middle school and high school. It was good to see some of those kids. I haven't seen them in a long time. The coaches, it was cool to have a rapper as a coach. B Love, hip hop artist, and then also D Gomes, who I kind of built a good relationship with when I was in middle school. I loved his music a lot. Used to reach out to him a lot, and then he became a fan of my game. So after the game, he was happy with the growth I made ever since we started talking. So that was a cool thing about it.
That's awesome. That's so cool. That's really cool. You got the, have B Love, who is a very growing fast artist, and then same thing with D Gomes as well too. And that's cool that D Gomes approached you afterwards.
Yep,
That's awesome.
for sure.
Now, Will, now we're on to part of the interview where I just asked 5 questions. They're more generally just outside of basketball and just for people to get to know you. It's more fun. And so the first question I have that I always ask everyone is, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I'll probably say African food. It's African food called fufu. My mom makes pretty good.
What's in that, if you don't mind me asking?
There's like soups, and then the fufu part is kind of like it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like it's like hard, but it's like soft at the same time. It's made with like wheat flour and like water and this other type of spices and stuff. It's pretty good.
Sounds really good. All right, I have to
Yeah,
try it out.
yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
and then your favorite. So you said your favorite basketball player was LeBron,
Yep,
and then so you're a Lakers fan, I'm assuming now.
yeah,
All right, so you go wherever he goes.
yep.
All right. What about your favorite basketball shoe?
Favorite basketball shoe is definitely the Paul Georges.
How come? Just because are they comfortable or?
Yeah, comfortable, and I just feel like I play good in those.
All right.
Paul.
I have to try those out sometime. I have the Sham Gods right now. They're
Oh,
kind of nice. They're comfortable.
okay, okay. Yeah.
And then what's your favorite kind of music that you like to listen to?
I like Afrobeat music. I like Afrobeat music, and I also like Afrobeat. And I like hip hop as well. Old
Nice.
school, new school hip hop.
Do you have like a favorite artist or favorite song?
Yeah, for old school, I like I like Tupac and Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
I'll say throwback Nipsey Hussle. And for new school, I like artists like Polo G and Lil Durk.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And then what's your favorite thing about being home?
Being home, just being able to see my family and being able to see friends that I'm still connected with ever since I grew up, and the kids that are still motivated to play basketball, because a lot of my friends like stop having a passion for basketball after like a certain level. So, but I have a couple of friends here who are very still passionate, trying to make the next level. So me coming back home to them and being able to grind and us being able to progress together, that's a blessing. So I'm happy for them as well.
That's great. That's awesome. And it's not, I'm sure it's very, like you said, being home around family is also very nice as well too,
Yeah.
and be able to work out with those guys. And then what's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball, I'll probably say I like to listen to music and chill. Nothing crazy. Sometimes play some video games.
Nice. Just like to relax a little bit.
Yeah, just relax, lay
That's
back.
that's good. That's really good. All right. Well, I got one last question. I forgot to ask this in the basketball questions, but I saw on YouTube, Ball's Life came up and filmed you guys up in Maine in an event. What was that? How was that?
Oh yeah, that was a little park run. It was pretty fun. Drew Ball's Life came over here and you know what I'm saying, came record us. It was a little thing. Stay tuned. There's gonna be another one in the summertime, another park run. So that was cool. I think the first Balls Life park run ever in Maine history. So that was kind of history. That was amazing. So we're gonna do it more for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. I got a lot of views too. I noticed, but it was cool. Cool to watch that game and everything.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely cool.
Um,
Fun to play, fun to watch the video as well.
yeah, it's really cool. Well, those are all the questions I have for you. Do you have any questions, comments, or statements before you sign off?
I think that was it. I'm very blessed and very thankful for you and enjoying me to your video and your podcast.
Oh,
That's it, man.
you're welcome, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate your time and everything. And we're gonna continue to hear your name as as time goes on in basketball for sure.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too as well. Thank you very much.
All right, take care.